Good evening, I'm Justin Betty. Valentine's Day is this Sunday, but if you don't have a date lined up yet, a place in Rhinelander has an idea for you. Northwoods Pets is partnering with a foster and rescue organization for a big adoption event tomorrow. Newswatch 12's Cooper Henkel reports.
Because when they come to us, they're pretty battered and they're pretty down in the dumps, and so seeing them thrive in their new homes is awesome.
After 2 years of operation, Fetch has helped home over 400 dogs, sometimes literally saving them off the table of a kill shelter.
In the United States, over 4,000 dogs are euthanized.
Fetch works with rescue organizations in Texas.
San Antonio, we have a large population. And unfortunately, majority of that population is uneducated or undereducated in dog needs.
The foster process can be taxing, but it's also a good learning experience.
I always encourage people to foster so you can get an idea of what it is like.
The Woof You Be My Valentine event at Northwoods Pets in Rhinelander kicks off at noon on Saturday the 13th with Fetch's arrival.
They're going to come here and have some adoptable dogs, and then they're setting up a kissing booth, not really kissing, but that you can get pictures for a donation to Fetch of your pet.
Marshall will also have a few guinea pigs available, looking for new homes too.
We've gotten these guinea pigs that for whatever reason their previous owners couldn't keep them anymore, so we've got those that are going to be available also.
Klapatoska says there's nothing quite as rewarding as healing the dog's broken hearts.
It is amazing. It is absolutely heartwarming to see these dogs go from where they started to where they ended.
In Rhinelander, Cooper Henkel, Newswatch 12.
That event runs from noon until 3 tomorrow. For more information, you can head to our website, wjfw.com. Well, outside, it's been a rather chilly week. Andrew, how are we looking now?
We're still looking pretty chilly, Justin, so the cold is just getting colder tonight. We are departing from high temperatures, all in the really close to 0 degrees. We saw highs at about 5 to 7 degrees today, so we're getting colder than that. We are going to dip into the negatives tonight, but the good news is some cloud coverage is taking over the skies tonight, so temperatures will only get down to the negative teens, and it will feel like the negative 20s to negative 30 tonight. There is a little bit of a wind factor out there, though. It won't be too much of an effect with those temperatures not getting too cold tonight. Current road conditions are having some slippery stretches all across central to northern Wisconsin. This will get worse tomorrow. We do have a light snowfall on the way. Not a real big snowfall, but just enough to keep those roads nice and slick. So definitely it's a good opportunity to just keep in mind that you want to slow your roll into your day tomorrow. And now looking at your temperature trend coming up, Sunday is going to be the last really cold day. And then after then, we start to have a warm up on our way. We're looking forward to high temperatures getting back into the 20s by the end of next week. Back to you, Justin.
All right, thanks, Andrew. The 7-day average number of new confirmed COVID-19 cases in Wisconsin has now fallen every day for more than a month. Today, the Department of Health Services announced 938 new cases statewide, drops the daily average for the last week down to 832. DHS also reports just 11 new deaths statewide today, dropping the daily average for the last week down to 19. In our 12-county north central Wisconsin region, hospitalization numbers have been more steady. Right now, DHS reports 63 people in our region are in the hospital with COVID-19. They say 17 of those are in the ICU. DHS has a new graph on their webpage that lists the percent of people who received the COVID-19 vaccine broken down by county. Iron County has the highest percent of people to receive at least one shot in the entire state, 18.6%. Oneida County also near the top of the list at almost 17%. Taylor County, on the other side, one of the lowest percentages in the state, 7.4%. In the state as a whole, 11.5% of people have received at least one shot of the COVID-19 vaccine. Most schools in the Northwoods and north central Wisconsin have been doing at least some form of in-person learning almost all school year, but that's not the case everywhere across the country. Today, the CDC announced new guidelines for school districts to consider before transitioning from online learning to in-person. Under that plan, vaccines for teachers are recommended but not required. Jay Gray has details.
The equation for getting kids back in class has been different depending on the district.
We are ready to support in-person learning and looking forward to seeing our students come back to school.
Some have returned to full in-person learning. Other schools and communities with high infection rates continuing with virtual lessons, and still others moving forward with a mix. Some students on campus, others working from home. Today, the CDC announced new recommendations for communities trying to make a decision on how and when to open schools, including the now common advice: wash hands, universal and correct use of masks, and social distancing. They also suggest stepped-up testing, contact tracing, and vaccines for teachers when available. A recent survey by the National Education Association indicates 82% of its members still haven't received a COVID-19 vaccine. And educators aren't the only ones waiting.
There have been a lot of very unhappy people today.
Long lines, scheduling mix-ups, and a lack of medicine continue to make getting a shot difficult across the country.
It is an ebb and flow that on a weekly basis will continue to move up and down.
The White House has announced a new deal to acquire 200 million additional doses of vaccine and is deploying military and medical teams to help streamline the process. The administration, like so many, continuing to study ways to combat the virus.
It's Jay Gray reporting. A former Rhinelander middle school teacher accused of having sexual relations with a 16-year-old boy appeared in Oneida County Court today for a Zoom meeting. 39-year-old Stephanie Poblowski appeared for a motion to suppress evidence. Her ex-husband took video surveillance of her in their own home. Poblowski's attorney, Neela Robinson, believes that violates her privacy rights. The motion to was rescheduled till Thursday, April 1st. Tax season is now underway as the IRS has started accepting and processing 2020 tax returns. Despite the shorter tax season, the IRS said yesterday it has no plans to extend the standard filing deadline beyond April 15th. If you'll need more time to prepare and file your tax return, you can always request an extension from the IRS. The agency expects more than 150 million tax returns to be filed this year. The average refund in 2020 was about $2,500. Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers wants to allow counties to be able to double their existing sales tax and larger cities to have the option to impose a new half-cent sales tax if local voters approve. Today, Evers announced he will pitch that plan as part of the state budget proposal. Says he wants the regions to have the option to try to generate more money for local roads or services or maintenance. Opponents say they don't want cities or counties to be able to raise taxes. Evers' full budget proposal is set to be released on Tuesday. The GOP-controlled legislature is then set to create their own version to release in June or maybe July. So compromise is key. The legislature needs to pass it, but Evers can veto it. Well, winters in the Northwoods, of course, can be rather hard, especially if you don't have a warm place to stay. We'll take a look at how homeless shelters in the area are doing compared to past years. But first, Andrew's in with your full forecast. That's next on Newswatch 12 at 6.
The President's Day Weekend Appliance Blowout is on now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Save big on the top brands. Plus, get guaranteed delivery in 5 days or less on in-stock appliances, including special doorbusters like these. And no interest financing for 18 months at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Fusion has it all. Modern styling, spacious interior, plenty of power. Even help to inspire confidence. Ford Copilot 360. NHTSA 5-star overall crash rating. 5-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. So while life is full of compromises, Fusion isn't one of them. Get Flex Buy on 2020 Fusion with 0% APR for 66 months. And with President's Day cash, get a total $4,000 cash back.
'Cause all that I want is for you to be happy. Give me a chance to show that you can be. Well, open your eyes and see the way I see. 'Cause all that I want is for you to be happy with me.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Diabetics understand all too well the pain of pricking your fingers. But now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor or CGM, you can immediately reduce your pain. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 4 or more times daily, injecting insulin 3 or more times daily, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now.
The President's Day Weekend Appliance Blowout is on now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Save big on the top brands. Plus, get guaranteed delivery in 5 days or less on in-stock appliances, including special doorbusters like these. And no interest financing for 18 months at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Slumberland.
Welcome back. I am meteorologist Andrew Kiekefer, and tonight I wanted to start our discussion by showing you what the Wisconsin DOT is reporting right now for our current roadway conditions. Lots of slippery stretches all across central Wisconsin, all across the state. Those green areas are going to be good for now, though tonight we do have more snowfall that's going to be coming well into the early hours of the morning, really taking off as we head into the day on Saturday. So road conditions will be expected to decline even more. Looking outside at Plover right now, you can kind of see it's somewhat okay road. It's still snow covered, so that's what we're going to be building on top of for our tomorrow. So expect slippery stretches and for a slower roll. Though the snowfall chances aren't great and we're not going to be seeing a ton of snowfall, it will be just enough to make things slippery outside. So not even expecting 1 inch of accumulation, so don't go running for your shovels just yet. Just anticipate that it's going to be a little slick out there. So looking at that snowfall coming our way, we're going to be seeing that come very early hours into your Saturday. So we'll stay mostly dry through the rest of overnight, and we'll watch that snow start into southern Wisconsin and take on off going up towards the northeast, and this will be giving us a widespread about 1/2 to 1 inch of total snowfall accumulations that will be subsiding by the end of the day. So this is going to take the majority of the day to really build, so you can imagine how light this snowfall is going to be coming on down, and it'll just be that kind of just really light snow for how cold it's going to be as well. And with wind speeds being pretty light as well, that's going to be a pretty nice recipe for not having too much of drifting snow. It's not a lot of snow anyways, so really that main concern will be as it's coming down, it can make for those slick spots on the roads. So that feel like temperature right now, we are feeling like negative teens across the area. We saw those winds aren't too bad, so we will be getting that real feel down tonight to negative 20s, almost to negative 30 in some areas, with the real temperature being down for a low of about negative 13. And as we head into your Saturday morning, still feeling pretty cold starting out the day. Negative 20s will be felt generally throughout the weekend, with Sunday being an especially cold blast coming our way. And we do have a wind chill advisory in effect. I know we've seen this time and time again. So we're still seeing it again tonight for pretty much most of the state wind chill advisory. And we could see this again tomorrow throughout the rest of the weekend until we get out of this stretch of really cold temperatures, which is going to be ending very soon here. So we do have just a little bit more to get through as we saw this whole week. We were seeing those advisories pretty much all week long since we really got into this cold stretch coming our way. Just this last bit of this weekend to get through, and then I think this week is going to look a lot different. We'll still see negatives, though it'll be negative single digits, so we'll be crawling our way out of this extreme cold and feeling a lot better towards the end of the month. But we do have this little bit to get through first this weekend, so this is that last bit of really cold air that's going to be coming our way. We'll watch this get into our area Saturday and Sunday. Sunday, this is going to give us a high temperature of negative 2 out there, so this will be having that kind of an effect on us. And then after Sunday, we start to have a warm up coming. We'll have highs in the teens, and then we'll be working for highs in the 20s by Thursday. So for the rest of the month, generally we'll have a warm up coming. We'll be looking for February 20th to the 26th to have a warmer than average trend for the area. So a nice warm welcomed change of pace over here as we see a lot of the country being about average for those temperatures towards the end of the month. We're going to be having that warm up coming our way, so that'll feel pretty nice change of pace. But for now tonight, we do have temperatures getting down to about negative 13 degrees. Increasing cloud coverage will reveal some snowfall into your Saturday, a light snowfall, though nonetheless still enough to make for slick roadways, and high temperatures will be getting up to 2 degrees on your Sunday. That'll be a negative 2. Now looking at your Northwoods Furniture and Mattress 7-day forecast, that light snow on Saturday is then going to be followed by a pretty dry stretch for the rest of the week, maybe a couple flurries on Tuesday night, otherwise dry, and a warm up will be coming our way, looking for that high of 20 by Thursday. Back to you, Justin.
Thanks, Andrew. Wisconsin winters, of course, can be beautiful with all the snow, but temperatures can be dangerous, especially if you don't have some place to stay. Our sister's house in Tomahawk said they saw a major increase in people staying at their shelter recently because of those freezing temperatures, and organizers say they are also seeing more families with kids needing help.
The demand this winter has been really shifting more towards families with kids, and I kind of think that goes towards the pandemic, and it's just snowballing now where people are starting to lose benefits.
The shelter has 10 beds, and right now they have 1 available. Hikes says no matter the challenge, they will do everything they can to help the community.
We do our best for everybody, and it's kind of rewarding to go around town and see people that we've helped.
The shelter says they always need help from the community, whether it's dropping off groceries or volunteering. You can contact Our Sisters House to learn how to help. Let's see here. Northwood's fire chief is calling it a career after nearly 3 decades of service to the community. We will hear from him and his colleagues on his illustrious career after the break.
Whatever your water worry, Culligan Water can help. With over 40 filtration systems, including the world's best softener, no one filters more than Culligan Water. The only water that comes with a van. Contact Culligan, the local water experts.
Season after season, year after year, customers have found that when it comes to replacing their windows, there's only one company to call, Renewal by Andersen. Call the number at the bottom of your screen right now and take advantage of this limited time offer. So what makes Renewal by Andersen so good? It starts with quality. We actually pulled 10 of our original windows from a home, windows that had been through 20 years of brutal Minnesota winters and muggy summers. We then performed extensive technical tests on all of them to see how they held up. 2 decades later, they still opened and closed as easily as the day they were installed. And our Fibrix material remained incredibly strong, with no cracking, peeling, or chipping. What's Fibrix Material? An innovative composite material, exclusive to Andersen, that provides strength and durability, far surpassing vinyl. In fact, it won't warp or bow over time like vinyl does. Yet quality windows are just part of the story. Go with Renewal by Andersen and you get Renewal by Andersen Signature Service, the perfect blend of the best people in the industry, a superior process, and an exclusive product. From our professional and thorough design consultants at the start, to our certified master installers who put in your new windows with unmatched precision and care, our only intent throughout is to exceed your expectations. What's more, unlike many other window companies, we manufacture and install our own windows, so our industry-leading limited warranty covers both the product and the installation. This Renewal by Andersen Signature Service has earned 4.7 stars in customer satisfaction from more than 500,000 happy customers across the nation. Get the window replacement solution proven to stand the test of time, plus the peace of mind that comes from a superior service experience. That's Renewal by Andersen. Now is the perfect time to call for your free window diagnosis. This fantastic offer is available only for a limited time. Don't delay and miss out. Here's your opportunity to save money without compromising on quality. Call now before this remarkable offer expires. Renewal by Andersen, the better way to a better window.
When you're the victim of an accident, it can feel like the weight of the entire world is on your shoulders. Why not let us take that crippling burden off your back? Habish, Habish, and Rotier. We fight for what's right.
After 29 years with the Rhinelander Fire Department, today Fire Chief Terry Williams had his last day on the job. Wasn't a lot of a celebration in the department, but an honoring of Williams. His colleagues say he isn't one to really enjoy the spotlight, but a lot of folks were hired by Williams himself, and they got to know what they say a great leader he is.
I think he's been very influential for our department. He has been great to work with. He actually hired me in 2007 when he was transitioning to chief. So I've had the privilege to work with him my entire career.
Among the important parts of his career, Williams adopted an ambulance service for Rhinelander, previously run by the county. The service expanded the fire department's outreach in the community, they say. As for Williams, he's now looking forward to retirement and has a message for everyone in Rhinelander.
Just thanks for hiring me 29 years ago, and thanks for the opportunity and the honor of letting me serve you in the capacity I have over the last 29 years.
The search for a new permanent chief is now underway. In the meantime, Assistant Chief Tom Whitek will serve as the interim fire chief. We're back for a final look at your forecast after the break, but first it's Friday. Newswatch 12's Chris Baranek has this week's Big Old Fish.
Newswatch 12's Big Old Fish is brought to you by Kurt's Island Sports Shop in Minocqua.
Caught my limit. I see you only snagged one, huh?
2 fish are on there, you know.
Welcome to Antarctica. Man, how about this weather? Okay, enough small talk. Let's get to this week's big old fish. First off this week, we have 6-year-old Alexis Croning of Hazelhurst. She got a new tip-up for her birthday and was excited to try it out. Well, when she got the opportunity, she caught this very nice 10-inch perch. And she was pumped to catch that big old perch on her very own tip-up. Way to go, Alexis, and keep on hauling them in. Next up, we have 7-year-old Jace Timmons from Arbor Vitae. Jace was fishing with his dad and papa when he caught this stout 24-inch northern pike that obviously hadn't been skipping any meals. Way to go on catching a heck of a big old fish, and I hope you catch many more, Jace. And finally this week, we have 6-year-old Madeline Munt of Pickerel. They say it's not the size of the person fishing, but the size of the fight within that person. Well, Madeline has all that dialed in. It was her very first time ice fishing, and this northern pike didn't stand a chance. Way to go, Madeline, on an impressive and what I hope is the first of many big old fish that you catch. All right, fishermen and women, make sure to keep those trophy pictures coming. All the information you need to be in a future episode of Big Old Fish and win a Norling Taxidermy fish mount is on our website, wjfw.com. And remember, anglers, fish on.
The President's Day Weekend Mattress Marathon Blowout Sale is happening now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Don't miss our biggest mattress sale of the year with a guaranteed best deals in Wisconsin on top brands. Plus, save up to 65% off doorbusters like these. Now at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
What are you doing?
Dude, I'm so excited. I just can't wait for summer.
Can't wait to get on the water and want a private shopping experience to start planning your summer weekends? Then go to our website and book your VIP tour with American Marine and Motorsports in Shawano. Get first crack at the lowest prices anywhere, and we're matching deposits up to $1,000 on select products. Don't get left out in the cold. Book your VIP private shopping experience at American Marine now.
Your eyes are everything. They're how you see the world and connect with others. At Shopco Optical, your eyes are everything to us too, which is why we offer everything to help you see better and look better. A huge selection of designer frames, convenient locations, and experienced optometrists. We're Shopco Optical. You'll see. Right now, get 40% off lenses with the purchase of any frames.
At Lens Truck, we've made the buying experience fast and easy. All our trucks are guaranteed clean, certified, can be bought hassle-free online, and can be delivered right to your door. It's our way of saying thanks to our past and future customers for the last 35 years. And when you buy a Lens truck, know that you're buying the best used truck money can buy. Go now to lenstruck.com. You'll find over 800 used trucks, all priced to move. Go now to lenstruck.com.
Lens Truck. Maintenance fee, ATM fee. Can I hide in your fort?
Sure, but the fort fee is 10 cookies.
Psst. Need a place to hide from fees? With a BMO Harris Smart Advantage account, you can get cash with nearly as many fee-free ATMs in the U.S. as the 3 largest banks combined, and no monthly maintenance fee.
Huh, did you hear that? No monthly maintenance fee.
Fort fees are subject to the governing bodies of the fort.
She did not learn that from me.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect. And right now, get a $200 bonus when you open a new BMO Harris Smart Advantage account.
The President's Day Weekend Mattress Marathon Blowout Sale is happening now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Don't miss our biggest mattress sale of the year with a guaranteed best deals in Wisconsin on top brands. Plus, save up to 65% off doorbusters like these. Now at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Hi, I'm Dean Hoger with Miracle-Ear of Rhinelander. If you're struggling to hear your favorite news and entertainment shows, stop in and see me for a free hearing test.
Say goodbye to the rat and welcome to the Year of the Ox. Today marks the start of the Lunar New Year in China, described as kind of an equivalent of Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's all wrapped up into one. Celebrations, though, very limited this year. The Chinese government is asking citizens to avoid any non-essential trips to the holiday because of the pandemic. All right, outside, Andrew, gearing up for another very cold weekend.
We sure are, Justin. Very cold. Highs on Sunday are going to be only at -2 degrees and more snowfall in the forecast as well. So we did wake up with snowfall on the ground that is leaving some slippery stretches still out there. So be careful on those roadways, especially tomorrow with that snowfall coming. It may not be a lot, though, enough to just keep things nice and slick. And some good news, we do have warmer temperatures on their way. So this is looking towards the end of February. We can start to expect temperatures to start to get more towards average, above average. So something to look forward to there. Now looking at that final look at your forecast, we're looking for that snow on Saturday. And then you'll see for the rest of the week a warming trend coming our way, looking for that high of 20 by Thursday and a pretty sunny week ahead as well. So just Saturday to get through and then a warm up after the weekend.
All right, thanks, Andrew. Thank you for joining us on Newswatch 12 at 6. Wheel of Fortune is next. We're back here tonight at 10 with more news plus the Friday Night Blitz. We'll see you then.